hemp bokeh, products of purest natural ingredients, and providing a safe alternative method for relief from many symptoms, creating a healthier lifestyle without the use of opioids. Use hemp bokeh products for improved mental health and overall well-being. It's safe, legal, and non-psychoactive. Our pure and high-quality CBD is from clean industrial hemp, then extracted slowly over days to produce the strongest and most effective products on the market, made in the U.S. with no synthetic ingredients. Committed to bringing our customers the highest grade CBD oil on the market. Our industrial hemp, it's organic with no solvents and pesticides, gluten-free, vegan, full spectrum, and third-party double lab tested. Our top priority is your health and wellness, and we are confident you will love our products and the amazing relief so you can enjoy the things you love to do. Try our products and start living a healthier lifestyle. Hemp bokeh, good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings.
One of the key principles we like to teach our members at Phil's Stock World is be the house, not the gambler. Stand around a casino, and every day you'll see thousands of people walk through the doors and play various games of skill and chance, and yet none of them are likely to ever be as rich as the person who owns the casino. That, over the long run, the odds are always in his favor. This is not gambling, it's a mathematical fact. How would you like us to teach you how to use this simple mathematical concept to turn investing from gambling into earning by teaching you to be the house? This is the key to learning how to be a true investor in the stock market and not just a hapless trader of stocks. Or, to sum it all up, we'll teach you to be the house and not the gambler.
Welcome to the Hemp Bokeh Show. We are live here,
everybody.
Delray Beach, Florida. Thank you very much. We have a full panel.
House here
Yeah,
today.
it's a great.
Beautiful Tuesday.
Yes.
How was your weekend, Chris?
It was okay. Very busy.
Did you see
Very
Ariana?
busy. No, I didn't get to see my daughter today. Well, last weekend, but it's okay. It's gonna make up for it next weekend.
So who do we have here today? We have a full house.
We do.
1 hour is not going to be enough.
Well, before we get into that, let's do a shout out to our Instagrammers.
Yes.
We have now IGTV. And also the person behind that, his name is Ryan Kostecki. He's one of our guests, and we're going to talk to him about the support and how he's helping us with our social media. But to all your Instagrammers, we have seen a huge increase in followers and interaction, and we just want to do a shout out to all of you and thank you very much for your support, for your questions, right? They're getting the word out. Have you seen, you notice on your cell phone and computer all the pop-ups that are going on?
Yes.
Unbelievable. This is what happens when it's live. This is what happens when it's live.
Don't catch me off guard.
No, it's all good. No, but so I just want to say thank you. And we're offering every show from 2:30 to 3:30. We have a discount to all our viewers. It's 10% on the entire store. So any products that you choose, it'll automatically deduct 10%. Free shipping. And for the first... Yes, free domestic. That's right. For the first two people who purchase product today, get a choice of a hat and a shirt, as we have here. Some nice shirts, men's and women's shirts. So just want to shout out. And we got a little hat here, too.
Cute little baseball cap there.
So what about you?
Hung out with the kids. My stepmom, she's here from Thailand for like 6 months. She doesn't speak English, so I have to translate a little bit. But the thing is, though, she's cooking for the kids, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all Thai food.
Oh, they're all spoiled?
Yeah, they are spoiled.
Oh, my gosh.
Very spoiled. So she's like, I can't wait to go home. I understand.
Have you guys had Thai food? Thai food's...
Oh, yes.
Who
hasn't had Thai food?
Oh, Jean is an incredible cook, and I'm sure her whole family is too, but the Thai food is incredible.
Yes.
Well, she has you have an aunt that owns a Thai restaurant too in Palm Beach. It's fantastic
PGA National.
food.
Yes. Really good food.
Right?
We'll have to go there. And,
yeah.
Because her son, which is my cousin, we're not blood related, but we call each other if we grew up together since we're childhood.
Of course, family's family. Doesn't have to be blood.
Right. He's a chef also.
Oh, very nice.
Charlie Sue. So S-O. He's up in PJ National. Talay Thai is a Thai restaurant there at PJ National.
Yes.
Been there for 13 years.
Wow.
Yes, we're gonna all have to go up there and have some real good Thai food there.
And I want us to talk. Once we we talk about why our guests are here, and I want to get your feedback on some current news, CBD. A lot of changes going on, a lot of great changes going on. It's moving very fast. I read an article. It was very interesting. I want to go over about how many people, in the United States, as of today, are using CBD products and what they anticipate in the near future, especially in 2020. And also, we got Texas now just legalized CBD, but marijuana is still illegal, which I found interesting because it's the opposite on majority of the other states. So. And the USPS Postal Service had just launched new regulations, but now it approves shipping CBD products through there as well. And CBD in athletes. I noticed an article you had found last week. We didn't get a chance to touch on it though, but I think we should, give the viewers and an idea. Is like, hey, what are the athletic industry? How are they interpreting CBD? What changes are they making? But it doesn't really matter. I mean, you turn on the TV or you go on Google and you can see every day there's something new coming out, in support of CBD.
We wanted to thank you, Chef Mila, for inviting us to that Sunshine Cannabis event on Sunday.
That was a great event.
That was wonderful. Because I asked him, I was like, what are all these people in line for? It's like they're giving out free stuff.
Also, poor Chris, I had the look of like,
I never felt like, now I know what a sardine feels like in a can. That's what I want to say.
It was good times.
It was 1,000 people in a 250 capacity place.
Pretty much. Well, they were all there for a good cause.
But hey, we appreciate the invite, and we were glad we were able to partake in that, and it was good to see you there.
Likewise,
and
I appreciate it.
We're gonna save the best for last because the food.
Yes, the food.
It's killing me because I'm right here and I'm smelling.
Did you really?
Yeah. Oh, there was extras.
Oh yeah, look.
There's always extras. Come on now.
And we also have Ryan Kostecki from Chumslick Marketing Advantage. Guys, let me tell you something. Jean's going to touch on this because she initiated, in this idea on bringing someone or a company in to help us with our Instagram, social media, because I am completely horrible.
We're both
horrible at social media. And at first I was like, can we just hold off a little bit? There's so much going on, but I stand corrected. I'm so grateful of what you just wanted to do, and you put it all together. And Ryan, you're a good man. I see so much of what you're doing, and versus what your cost structure is. It's just so valuable, and we appreciate everything. And I want to learn more about you and how you got there. And
no problem, Chris.
And
it's my pleasure.
Sheldon Williams. And of course, Chef Milo from 420.
Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We're gonna go ahead with you, Ryan, and just start off with you. Just tell us a little bit about what you do and how you came about with Chumslick
marketing. Well, it was kind of an offshoot of a company that I was working for that kind of did, everything. When it comes to marketing, print, direct mail, digital, email campaigns. But what we noticed that each one of those is a separate entity in itself. So what I decided to do is kind of specialize in the social media piece, even more specific, the Facebook and the Instagram piece. Which for business accounts is becoming a huge marketplace to promote goods and services, and especially in the CBD space, you guys are faced with a lot of different challenges that a normal industry wouldn't be faced.
Right.
A lot of the laws and a lot of the restrictions on running specific advertising campaigns that you can do with every other business, you can't do with CBD, which hopefully will soon to be changed. So we've had to come up with alternative strategies, and there are some looking forward, like influencer marketing is one that we're gonna talk about. We're having people that have large followerships that are in kind of this space, not necessarily CBD, but it could be someone to do with fibromyalgia that is a huge influencer in that space, and have them talk about the product on social media. It's kind of a way of getting around the standard advertising while still being able to get the name out and the specific product out.
So is that what you did with our account?
So what we did initially with the account was to grow it to a followership over 1,000. That was the goal, because when we originally talked, I think we were in the low hundreds. So we looked to similar pages that had a lot of education, not necessarily selling particular products, but pages that were educational. And so we aligned your content with the followers of those pages, and those are mega pages with tens of thousands, some even hundreds of thousands. And so over time, what we found was that a lot of the followers that we gained through the educational piece are other CBD companies. So now in kind of the second phase is to focus on specific individuals who would use the product. And I think the way you guys have it set up on the website, having it go by symptom is very unique. And I think there's Instagram pages upon Instagram pages for each one of those symptoms, and there are influencers in every one of those spaces. So I think if we leverage the influencers of the symptoms that CBD helps, then we're going to find tremendous success in growing the brand.
So we've been live on Instagram probably 2 weeks now.
The first week we did it a live record, which is available for 24 hours. It can be up to 50 minutes or an hour or so. When we go to like your Instagram TV channel, we can be on there for as long as the channel stays up. They only allow 10-minute segments. So there's some editing that has to happen. So having these podcasts available on Instagram is going to open up, to a whole other audience as well, because I think you guys are doing a great thing here with all kinds of different guests. And
what are some of the for those out there that struggle with Instagram like myself, and what are some like ways that you can quickly improve your own Instagram page, or some tricks of the trade, so to speak, or what is it that you should try to do on a daily basis in improving your Instagram?
So have a strategy, even on your own personal site, and by a strategy I mean like how many posts you're going to do per week, what percentage of those are going to be video posts, because with video we're seeing about 10 to 40 times more engagement in a video post versus a regular just image post. And then the appropriate hashtags. So they allow you on each post, I think, 30 hashtags. And hashtags, think of it as like, those are like search words, keywords searches in Google.
See, I have no idea.
Yeah. So if you do
why are people doing pound and name?
Yeah. So if you do like hashtag like CBD, you'll find like.
What's the number sign have to do with
Instagram? It's like Instagram for dummies. You need to write a book about that.
And they have it, but the thing is with that is that their guidelines and their policies and procedures are changing so rapidly. What you could do yesterday, you may not necessarily be able to do today.
Right.
And so the key in being a specialist in that is being plugged into, the best sources for when Instagram makes a change. We're going to hear it first,
Right.
and we're going to be ahead of the curve in terms of, not having the account blocked, or because with CBD or anything hemp or cannabis,
Right.
as far as Facebook and Instagram is concerned, they don't want any ads run about it or anything like that.
Right. That's
But-
the benefit of having your company involved. with
Yeah.
us. So how would someone who wants to, let's say they have a business, cannabis or CBD or marijuana, medical marijuana, they want to get a hold of you, if they want to, have you manage their
Yeah.
account,
Really, any
or-
business.
Yeah, any business. I mean, they can call me directly. It's 508-776-3978. I'd like to stick to the any other industries because we're working with Hemp Oak and we want to try to do the best we can and have our time devoted to one or two clients in the same space. Otherwise, it gets kind of
Right.
Well, we
stuck
appreciate that.
in
That.
the room. And it's just,
Really
I mean,
appreciate
if
that.
if I was on the other side, I think I would want the same thing. You know,
Right.
Try to be as exclusive as we can, as
Yeah.
can, but
yeah.
Not diluting.
Yeah.
you-
Right, right.
businesses.
Or you can go to the website, which is chumslickadvantage.com, and it just kind of takes into fishing when you're chumming. The fish are coming.
Well,
in
we
here.
know who the fishermen are.
well,
And also, if you're interested in our products here, we've got some
Yeah.
bath bombs, we got some pet treats, pet shampoo, some product sprays, tincture sprays. We've got tincture drops, these natural
yeah, for the pet.
drops.
Yeah.
And also, we got our piggy gummies. These are one of the top sellers here. It's infused with CBD, so it's not coated. These are 25 milligrams each. We've got our skincare line here. We've got our shampoo and conditioner with hemp extract with Anagain. So anyone with thinning hair, you want that thick, luscious
Right.
hair like Chris.
Or losing hair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please, yeah. And we got our massage oil and body butter. We've got the retinol and collagen. We've got the
Anti-aging.
with the apple stem. It's all natural, no scent. It's scent free. So if anyone who's allergic to any scent or beans or anything, you would love these products. So you can go on hempoka.com or give us a call at 561-330-5655.
That's great.
And the Instagram page is Hempboca1.
Thank you.
That's their Instagram
Yes.
page.
And to get on the Instagram TV, is that
So
on
it's just a simple icon. So when you're on the Hempboca One page, there'll be an Instagram TV icon in the middle. You can just click on that, and you'll see their commercials. And then last week's show in 10-minute segments, and then we'll have this week's show on it again.
That's great.
yeah.
I'm excited
Awesome.
about
Thanks,
that.
Ryan. Yeah, we
That's
appreciate it.
exciting. Thank
I mean,
you.
the audience is just grew over 1 billion users. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So anyone would have Instagram account, go on Hempoka1 and click on that Instagram TV, and you can see us live. Recorded.
I'm looking
live.
forward to the IGTV.
Yeah.
To see
That's
how
exciting.
that pans out.
when the first one, when I put the first one up yesterday, they were within a few minutes. There were already 36 views on it. So,
Really? Wow.
in a day
Wow.
and age where, everyone is chasing followers and likes, I think, if our strategy is kind of to go away from that and consider the
Right.
fact that, like, okay, how many of my followers have the ability to purchase my product?
Correct.
And
right.
if we have a smaller followership but higher engagement, that means we're doing a better job
Right,
than just
right.
getting
Yes.
hundreds of
I
thousands
agree.
of followers with no
That
engagement.
doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
For me, it doesn't matter the followers. You can have 1 million followers, but they're just following you, but not
Right.
purchasing anything or
Right.
gaining. But if we're
Well-
educating and they're
Yeah.
getting the word out, that's great.
There's
also.
value there,
There's
too.
value.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course,
absolutely.
purchasing what G means by that is that, we want people to buy our products because they are very good products and are
Yes.
helping people.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
key. That's
It
our
is.
mission, is that our products are making a significant difference. It is helping those deciding that, hey, I don't need to buy the ibuprofens or the opioids because the hemp yoga product is actually helping me, and it's helping me in a natural way, and that's what's more important to us than anything.
And we've got some posts coming up of before and after. We've got some pretty good stories that we've heard over the past couple weeks, both on the canine side and on the human side, that keep an eye out for that stuff, because some pretty amazing stuff. So
Great. Thank you, Ryan.
And so
we're going to be taking a quick break.
Yeah, well, before we do that, let's talk to Sheldon Williams and Chef Milo of 420 Health and Wellness. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll, of course, we'll carry it forward after the break in about 1 or 2 minutes. But so tell us about 420 Health and Wellness, and what's your mission? What's your
420 Health and Wellness is a company for we believe in advocacy, education, and elevation of caniculture. I've had the fortune of being able to be involved in the medical marijuana industry here in South Florida as a manager of a local medical marijuana dispensary manager. And I've had the opportunity to deal with thousands of patients. Being the socialpreneur that I am, which I believe in profiting with a purpose, being able to help others to be able to find a way to achieve natural health and wellness, to get away from the narcotics and the terminal and deadly side effects of the narcotics, and have something as simple as a God-given plant. Is amazing.
Just think about that. Just that simple, God-given plant.
Absolutely, and that's what really had me stoked. I've had the opportunity to catch up with Chef Milo here, and we just have some things planned. We're really looking to set the pace and define the standard for caniculture, because I believe that being a patient, for one, and being an advocate of cannabis, and those who are advocates of cannabis like yourself, I think that we're very communal.
Yes.
I think we all support one another, and that's one thing that I've learned at going to a lot of the events that I go to. I mean, it's the most energetic event that you can go to. You don't feel any tension. I understand about the amount of people that was there.
Yeah.
But it's just always very communal.
Which is a good thing.
Everyone is very supportive.
I'm glad you're both here, because see, we're all in it together, but we're on two separate sides of the spectrum.
But we all working for the same.
You have the medical marijuana, and we're on the CBD, dietary supplement side, so to speak. Right. But this is great, because I have some questions for you, and your outlook on the benefits of marijuana, and the different strains that you guys have versus the strains that we have, and the benefits of CBD. Of course, the main difference is that you can have a high on one end, but you can't on the other. And we've been asked that so many times. What's the difference between me going to get a medical card and getting a same relief, as I understand it, where I can get a high, then I can just go to walk into a store and not have a medical card and buy a CBD product and still have the same benefits, but without the high. I constantly get those questions and understand it. So,
well, if I can definitely chime in on that one, it's all about balance. Everything is balance from day one. Mm-hmm. So with CBD and hemp and marijuana, the balance is one helps with certain things, while the other one helps for the more severe cases. So that's where the marijuana comes in. There's a special strain called RSO, Rick Simpson oil. It is crucial and beneficial for people who are cancer patients. Now, for a person like, even for myself, who is a cannabis user, if I would take that would take me to the moon and back. Mm-hmm. But for a person who has a high threshold pain, and it's just they're needing something that will alleviate that pain, that's the one. It takes care of it, and they are able to now function like a normal human being without having that zombie effect.
Right.
Some of these narcotics that are available right now as we speak, to the public, they create such a secondary effect that, it's the comparison. That's where the high, I always say, you can't compare the two highs. This mentality of a high of what marijuana does versus what some of these narcotics are doing, it's uncomparable. We have in our body an endocannabinoid system that allows us to take this and properly distribute it into our body. unlike these chemicals, our body's like, whoa, what's going on? Because if you go to the doctor, when they give you one pill, they're going to give you a secondary pill because of the secondary effects of that pill is doing. Because you're not going to sleep well.
Right.
Right.
And so forth. But
what we'll do is that we're going to go to a break, but I have some questions and some things that just our interpretation about medical marijuana. So this is the Hempoka Show. We'll be right back after a couple commercials. Thanks.
Experian Travel, a subsidiary of Cruise Planners Travel Advisor, is merely a selling agency and makes no warranty expressed or implied. Each cruise planners is individually owned and operated. Experian Travels and Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and a very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. Our travel advisors will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. We specialize in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation just for you.
One of the key principles we like to teach our members at Phil's Stock World is be the house, not the gambler. Stand around a casino, and every day you'll see thousands of people walk through the doors and play various games of skill and chance, and yet none of them are likely to ever be as rich as the person who owns the casino. That, over the long run, the odds are always in his favor. This is not gambling, it's a mathematical fact. How would you like us to teach you how to use this simple mathematical concept to turn investing from gambling into earning by teaching you to be the house? This is the key to learning how to be a true investor in the stock market and not just a hapless trader of stocks. Or, to sum it all up, we'll teach you to be the house and not the gambler.
Welcome back to the Hempoka Show with Gene and Chris. We have some wonderful guests here. Ryan can talk.
I gotta say something. We're over here waiting for during the commercial break. Over here we have 30 minutes left of the show, and all we hear out of Gene's mouth is, "I want to get to the food. I want to get to the food." Just so you guys know, it's really hilarious.
Oh.
You are so.
Well, you know, but mean food.
Well, if only there was smell-o-vision, right?
Yeah. I know. I wish they would have that. Maybe the futuristic day one day where you can just smell it from your TV or your smartphone.
Sometimes the smell alone is just enough to grab you.
So there's a lot of stigma out there on both sides.
Of course.
Both sides. You've got the stigma on those that have the medical marijuana cards, that are huge advocates of taking medical marijuana when they don't think CBD, hemp-derived products work or as effective. Then you have this.
No, there are.
No, there are stigma. There's people like that who don't think, and then there's also people that take CBD and don't and look at taking marijuana as someone doing drugs, right? And then there are people out there that look at both, that we're all just a bunch of drug addicts, and that we're selling drugs.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it's. But I will. What the first thing comes to mind. If someone asks me, why do you think? Well, yeah, okay. Lack of education, of course. That's what we're trying to do every week here. And whenever we talk to our customers or post things online, we now have Ryan, helping us with our Instagram. But the thing that irritates me is all the clowns out there that quickly jumped on board to create phony products, fake products, create do mislabeling, all this other crap just to make a buck.
Misleading.
And it caused and it was quickly, in a year and a half or so, it just caused such a disarray in the industry, and people don't trust. And it's very hard. It's hard for Gene and I to get trust in this industry, we have opportunities coming our way, and we were just recently told that it was kind of one's going to be put on the back burner for a little while because of the stigma. We understand that. But as far as Hempoka is concerned and what we're doing, we're straight as an arrow. We move forward. We don't let any of this, these outsiders or outliners get in the way of what we're trying to accomplish.
But we need those naysayers because they teach us what not to do.
For sure.
That is true.
For sure.
And it also forces others to actually get the education. I mean, really, it forces others to get the education, and I think that's a key component to what we're all here to do. is to educate, because we're looking to educate through the food. We're looking to educate through the events.
Right.
And I believe just really, as long as we all stay focused and keep our mind on the end game with the educational component, as long as we can control the narrative and help to pace the narrative in the direction that we need, I think eventually a lot of this will fall. It's just going to take some time, in my opinion.
Or even
just have to be
just plant the seed. Once you plant that seed of curiosity, it'll come back to them. It always does. Because that's what life is all about.
But for me, you know what I would like to see more happen as far as on the medical marijuana side? I'd like to see where when you guys have presentations or gatherings about medical marijuana, also educate CBD or hemp-derived products. I think it's hemp-derived, what is a hemp plant? I think it's very important for the consumer to know the both. I personally don't see...
Well, because since the Farm Bill came out, there's a little more relaxation on that side where it's a product. It's an available product. You don't have to have a medical marijuana card. On the medical marijuana side, we're still fighting, advocating for a lot of, like there's a petition going on that you guys were to home grow, to have the ability to grow your own in home. No different than someone who enjoys beer that can do their own beer. Have that same ability, so that way there's a better control of what you're ingesting. So a certain strain might work for you. Well, now you have it in your backyard where you don't have to worry about, spending X amount of money going out. It's available right there. It's for you to consume. Now
I foresee nurseries in the future selling baby plants of marijuana plants where you can grow at home.
Clones.
Different strands.
They're already selling clones.
But the difference is you can grow marijuana and dry it up and smoke it right there. But when you grow hemp, you got to have it extracted. You can't do all. You can't.
No, yes, you can. You can do the same
thing. Not in your home.
Well, you can. You can decarb it and put it in your butter, and now you have it available to consume at home.
Well, Absolutely. Understand, cannabis is just one plant. I mean, I understand that we have the genomes of the marijuana and the hemp, and one thing that I'm adamant about is understanding that being a medical marijuana patient, I love CBD. It helps me to get that homeostasis, and most real patients that I know that really take it for ailments, we all love CBD. And that's one thing that I always look to implement in anything that I am involved in, is to help you understand the THC side and the CBD, because it's an entourage effect, and that's one thing I push is, let's not talk about cannabis. Let's talk about the things that affect you, because CBD is just one cannabinoid in the cannabis plant. THC is just one cannabinoid in the cannabis plant. There's hundreds of cannabinoids.
Hundreds.
Yes.
Right.
And in the endocannabinoid system is so young, they're not even studying that in medical school yet. No. So can you imagine when they really open up the science and the research to make it available for colleges and universities?
When we went to school, there were 11, I think there are 11 or 12 systems, I believe, we've all learned in science and biology.
Yes.
This ends up being the 12th or 13th one that was never disclosed, like you said.
No.
And it was discovered in the early 90s by two Israelis in Israel. And
it was back in the 70s. It was actually back in the 70s. They started... They knew about the endocannabinoid system.
Well, they knew about it, but they didn't have the connection to the cannabis.
Right.
Until that's when it really started. And the thing I found interesting when we were at that event a few days ago.
Your event.
There was your event. There were different strains that were described in a marijuana.
Yes.
Products.
And then you flip the page. And there are the strains that we're more familiar with that are derived from the industrial hemp.
And along with the strains, the terpenes and the flavonoids.
You have terpenes.
The terpenes are very important.
And the THC levels. See, the hemp has no more than 0.3% of THC, but on a marijuana plant, it's anywhere from 20 to 45% higher. And that's kind of where if we keep having discussions like this. So consumers can understand, because not everybody feels comfortable getting a medical card or feel like they have to. They can go and try a CBD product if they want to, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. But I think it's great that how you are. That's what I like to hear. Like to see. I want to see more and more and learn from your perspective as a medical card holder, and then your interpretation of CBD and how it helps you too.
Absolutely, and understand everything that marijuana has is reflective in hemp. We do have hemp flower. we do have various forms of hemp flower where you can actually break it up and put it in and smoke it just like you do with regular marijuana. And it gives you the same set of effects because it's 17% CBD or 18% CBD, which is high. But it's artisanal and it actually helps you a lot. I mean, it helps calm your body, it helps you to relax and rest. Because I've been in situations where I've actually medicated with my THC, and then I followed right behind it with my CBD, and I was just at such a different vibe and such a different vibe. Yes, and just being a hypertension patient, it actually dropped my blood pressure 10 points instantly when I did it that way. And I've been keeping a journal, and that's one thing that I always recommend with anyone if you're taking CBD or THC. It's a journey.
Yes.
It's all trial and error. So always keep your journal. That helps me, that helps you, that helps everyone that's really using it to be able to use it as a treatment. Because like I said, even though I'm a medical marijuana patient, I take CBD every morning with my coffee.
Yeah.
Religiously.
And everyone's different. Everybody's programmed differently.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because your same symptoms, I could have your symptoms.
And it might not work for
and
you.
it's just the CBD that's helping me.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Or hemp.
Yes.
But I want to clarify, because when we keep saying CBD, there's several different types. You've got your full spectrum, broad spectrum, and isolate.
Yes.
True.
Sometimes when we just mention CBD, it kind of sounds like it's isolate, because isolate's just pure 99 point whatever percent CBD, and then you have full spectrum, which is
the
correlation
word,
to kind of the entourage effect.
Absolutely.
With an exception, though, there is such thing as full spectrum without THC.
No, that becomes broad spectrum. No. Full spectrum.
You can have full spectrum with and without THC. The isolate is pure 99.9%.
99.9.
Yeah. Isolate's 99.99%. And then it depends on the level of terpenes, whether removed or not, becomes broad spectrum, and there are other ingredients as well. When I first learned about CBD, I thought full spectrum was only with THC, and that's not the case. But the thing about hemp, you can have those different types, but with the marijuana, there's no such thing as isolate in marijuana, correct? There's no such thing as saying full spectrum, broad spectrum in marijuana.
No, it's just the different strains.
It's just different strains.
Because there's sativa and indica and hybrids. So it's a combination of both sativa and indica. Because hemp is more of a sativa.
Yeah.
The sativa,
in itself. So sativa has a different effect, meaning that it's more energetic. That's more of your creative side. You'll clean your house in 10 minutes and don't even realize why, but and you're in a happy mood. But that's what it affects. Indica, you'll be
couch locked.
Yeah, you'll just couch locked. If you want
get the munchies.
But for those people who have a hard time sleeping, those people who have a hard time, eating, that's what it helps with.
Right.
It opens up those receptors to now. Oh, why am I feeling so hungry? Why am I so tired? When before the insomnia or whatever that is was affecting them, that didn't allow that to happen.
And your dosage is too. The way you dosage or how people take it or what they take is different than how you would measure a dosage in CBD. Correct me if I'm wrong, but some of the labels on the medical marijuana, you'll see kind of like a number with kind of like a ratio, like an 8:1, a quote 1 or something like. Can you describe what that is? Is that the actual dosage or the?
What that is letting you know what the ratio is between THC and CBD. So you can get something, say, a 1-to-1, meaning that it's 50% THC and 50% CBD. So that's how it's measured as far as its ratios. Yes. So you have some as many as 8-to-1, meaning it's 8% THC compared to 1 to 8.
That's what I've seen before. So that's okay. That's interesting. Then it's the labeling is different than.
But we all dose the same. I mean, even we microdose throughout the day with our CBD. Well, like I do, I vape my CBD throughout the day as well. But it's about microdosing. That's really the relief.
Or you can ingest it right here.
Yes.
And Gene is ready for that.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I know. You can consume it, but this is right here.
Or you can, use your topical skincare.
Absolutely.
I mean,
as well.
I use the skincare and the massage oil and the body butter on. Oh my gosh, it's a difference. It's not oily. It absorbs into your skin like really quick. It's not greasy. And then the beauty products on my skincare, I notice a big difference.
Of course.
Because it's not just the skincare. The cream in it, the CBD that does. Because I know CBD alone, it does help with your hair, your skin, your nails, and that alone. I went to my esthetician last week, and I do a facial every month. She noticed my skin is like, because usually I don't drink enough water, so I'm very hydrated. So she's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, dehydrated. And she's like, your skin is really nice. It's like hydrated. I'm like, yes, my skincare. Because I gave her a tester of my anti-aging with the apple stem cell. She told me, she says this is by far, this is really nice. Because she used everything natural, no scent, organic products. And she really liked the anti-aging with apple stem. She said that it's really, really good quality product.
Awesome.
To have her, talk about that,
I want to read this, just a few sentences of this article from the Gallup poll on CBD use. And I just want to get your perspective as far as on the medical marijuana. It says here, about 1 in 7 of U.S. adults personally use CBD products. The highest percentage of usage come in the age of 18 to 29, which, not surprised, which is about 20%. And in the western states, 21%, only 8% of those over 65, and 11% of those between 50 and 64 use CBD. The poll also found that 50% of those surveyed don't use CBDs, and 35% say they're unfamiliar, with them. So we have the millennials, we've got Generation X, and then the baby boomers. Generation X are the tough crowd. They're the ones that if you look at data, not too many sales, or most of the stigma is coming from what have you. What about on medical marijuana side? Is it similar? Do you find that more millennials and baby boomers have probably the most to apply for medical marijuana cards, or what do you think?
I wouldn't say that. I think the range, there really isn't a particular demographic that it's reaching, because I've seen many patients, and I've served thousands of patients since this year, and I've seen many patients as young as 18 that come in. And I have a group of ladies, I call them my golden girls, and they're all over 70. And the one thing that really gets them giddy is the fact that they are functional without all of the other unfortunate things that happen to them throughout their day. Yeah. And they're starting to get more educated, which is the part that I'm really anxious about, is because they come in and they start asking specific questions about specific terpenes and things like that. So they're looking to get educated and to know more, to understand how this is helping them. And the stories that I've heard are amazing. I've heard some of the most amazing stories from patients that's been using CBD and THC. And the magic is in the terpenes. And that's something that's similar in both hemp and marijuana. And the magic is the terpenes. And as long as we can understand the terpenes and how it interacts, we will definitely be on a good track and in a good space.
Right. We're going to go for another break.
Yes.
And so we'll be back in a little bit, and we're going to continue this conversation.
And then we're going to taste some food.
It's the Hemp Boca Show.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hemp Boca. Products of purest natural ingredients and providing a safe alternative method for relief from many symptoms, creating a healthier lifestyle without the use of opioids. Use Hemp Boca products for improved mental health and overall well-being. It's safe, legal, and non-psychoactive. Our pure and high-quality CBD is from clean industrial hemp, then extracted slowly over days to produce the strongest and most effective products on the market. Made in the U.S. with no synthetic ingredients. Committed to bringing our customers the highest grade CBD oil on the market. Our industrial hemp, it's organic with no solvents and pesticides, gluten-free, vegan, full spectrum, and third-party double lab tested. Our top priority is your health and wellness. and we are confident you will love our products and the amazing relief so you can enjoy the things you love to do. Try our products and start living a healthier lifestyle. Hemp Boca. Good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings.
Experian Travel, a subsidiary of Cruise Planners Travel Advisor, is merely a selling agency and makes no warranty expressed or implied. Each Cruise Planners is individually owned and operated. Experian Travels and Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and a very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. Our travel advisors will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. We specialize in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation just for you.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yes.
Here at the Hemp Boca Show with Jean and Chris. We have a panel of guests here. Well, we do save the best for last, but before then, we want to do a roundtable discussion of what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
So
I want to, you know how like medical marijuana has really been first to be legalized in one way or another, right? Mm-hmm. CBD kind of followed behind, or I should say, the hemp product. But in Texas, the governor there went the opposite way. They're leaving marijuana illegal, but they approved or legalized
CBD.
all hemp-derived CBD products.
That's interesting.
Which I found interesting. Because there's actually more data. I know
it's like, the South, and then, it's the South.
I know I know you're gonna love this story. Trust me, I know. It's all right, Sheldon. No, but when I'm reading this, it's sound like he's putting so much more emphasis on that. Okay, it's been transferred to the dietary supplement from Schedule 1, so and the THC level is no more than 0.3%. But I found that interesting because if you look at every other state, it's about, okay, let's legalize medical marijuana because we already know about what the medical marijuana can do for somebody, but let's not legalize CBD yet because we're really not sure. But yet CBD you can't get high from CBD. You can't get no impaired. Some say it's non-psychoactive. Some say it can still be psychoactive. I'm a believer in that as a non-psychoactive, but that's my opinion. But I just find it interesting. So what is your take, Sheldon, on this Texas governor here?
Before he gets to his answer, I just want to tell you again, please go on our website, hempboca.com, for our products, or go on to Instagram, hempboca1, and go to the Instagram TV, and you can view our past, present, future broadcasts.
Or send us a DM too, and
what's a DM?
Yeah, direct message. So it's like a direct message from.
Okay.
We are moving towards a conversation where it's just gonna be nothing but acronyms.
Yeah.
All that's going, all right.
Yeah.
That's all we do. How many acronyms are we?
Yeah.
What is that for?
But getting back to Shel, what do you think?
Yes.
So the people, the viewers know, is it the number one? Or is it spelled out?
The number one, I call it. Thank you.
The
Hemp
number
Boca
one.
one.
Yeah, the
yes,
number
Hemp
one.
Boca and the number one.
Yep.
That's on Instagram.
There's only one Hemp Boca.
That's
There's
right.
only one Hemp Boca, my
That's
friend.
Right. Yes.
So what do you think? Why do you think up there in Texas, they're going for the CBD first and they're holding off on medical marijuana?
Well, I really wouldn't know. And thinking about Texas. Well, one thing is also with marijuana is that it also drives economy when it comes down to arrests. So one thing about Texas is a different type of state when it comes down to criminal justice. I think that's something that a lot of us really know. Mm-hmm. And apparently he didn't get turned on by the fact of being able to get the tax revenue from it. Because most states really, whenever they go with medical marijuana, a lot of times it's about tax revenue. Their state need that support.
Right.
And one thing that we're pushing for here in Florida is to be able to regulate marijuana like alcohol.
I'm a big believer in legalizing everything. Everything. All medical marijuana, everything about medical marijuana.
Well, not everything, just marijuana and hemp.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Marijuana and hemp.
So I clarified.
I'm sorry.
Legalizing
It's called the Hemp Boca Show.
Where everything's legal.
I know, not the opioid show. No, but
Are you mocking me?
yes, of course I am. No, just kidding. But it also creates jobs.
It does. Many.
And even including we don't talk about it enough, but it's not so much about how helping people strengthen the economy, but it's getting people back in the workplace and they can fend for their families.
Yes.
Farmers.
There's so many struggling.
jobs.
Our farmers
So many
right now. Our
jobs.
farmers. Here in Florida, how much land grove, orange groves that we lose? And
Right.
that's just here in Florida.
Supplemented with hemp.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
sure
it's-
I'm sure it's going to happen.
Oh, that's a big
soon.
consideration.
It's coming,
they're really
yes.
moving toward that
This
direction.
industry, this industry we're in,
Yes.
is going to improve on everything.
Every level.
Everything.
Environmental.
Yes.
Everything environmentally,
Environmental, yes.
economically,
Yes.
educationally,
Yes.
medically,
It's just
like everything, and when you get, when I read some of these stories, the first thing comes to mind is, okay, how deep is your hand in the big pharma? I just put it out there. That's what I think. It's like, what are the reasons why you're holding off? There's there's thousands of years of proven data, of information that these plants help people in a natural way.
Yes.
Get away
Yes, but
from.
Is there scientific proof?
There's
There's not a scientific data.
If I can just
out
say, even
there.
if we just use the
But-
plant just for the plant itself, no, let's not even think about it being a product like here we have on the table.
Right.
Just the plant itself, the fibers where it can produce stronger a product than cotton itself. The
Right.
fibers alone.
Yes.
The concrete that they're able to do now, they're actually able to make this into hemp concrete.
Yes, there is a concrete company that makes
Textile,
Yes.
it's just on and on. The plastic,
clothing,
Clothing.
homes.
plastic. If we can eliminate this and make this into hemp,
Right.
biodegradable within 90 days. If it was hemp plastic versus what it is right now.
You know what gets me? There's plenty of data to prove to you that opioids kill people, get addiction, other things that can happen. But yet you can't get addicted to CBD. You can't get impaired from CBD.
Have withdrawals.
You can't have,
Right.
you can't. So it's amazing how they had put so much emphasis on that. It was all about the money, the billions and billions and billions of dollars.
Yes.
And now, okay, let's now go rethink this and file lawsuits. They're only forced. They were forced to file lawsuits and put people in prison, in jail, because of what the consumers are doing. Consumers are the most powerful people. I'll always say that.
It's us.
We're transitioning to CBD and
Right.
medical marijuana because we're realizing now that
We need that change.
many years ago we should have done this, but that's here or there.
Well,
but
it's here now, so
we're gonna go into
now we're gonna go
Gene's
into
favorite
Chef Milo,
favorite
my
part of the
favorite
show.
part of the show.
Exactly.
We have like 5-6 minutes. It's all you, Chef Milo.
All right.
So please let us know what have you cooked up for us
So
today.
this is something very, very near and dear to me.
Is the IGTV thing on the food?
Yeah, you can see the whole.
Yeah,
you can see the
okay,
whole thing.
okay.
I can
Alright.
zoom
This
in
is
on
important,
the
IGTV.
edit piece.
This is
Yeah.
important.
We'll get you on that
Very
for sure.
important.
Very.
Well, this is a comfort food. I brought something that is very near and dear. This is something that's done during the holidays. When your grandma or your mom is, she feels froggy to do something because it's labor intensive, but it's well worth it. So these are Colombian empanadas. I did 2 different versions. I did the one that's always has been done top to me, which is with the mashed potatoes, with the tomatoes and onions and scallions, and the ground beef seasoned to perfection, of course. So in
looks
that
perfect.
mixture, that's where I actually medicated the empanada. So within the salsa and the medication, you're looking about roughly 20 to 30 milligrams of dosage, and that's just it. Is able to infuse the food where you can still get your medication, and not
Yes.
having to if you're not comfortable with putting the sublingual
tincture,
or the
yes.
tinctures, or the smoking or the vaping.
And it doesn't interfere with the taste.
It doesn't interfere with the taste
Yeah,
whatsoever.
you don't even know it's
Right.
And
as long as you use just a natural.
I'm using both
flavoring.
Right, the
the
natural.
tincture and the isolate. So the isolate, it being 99% pure CBD.
Yeah.
With the tincture having more of the oil base, so that's where I put it in the salsa. So that nice little balance. We speak of balance because we need the balance.
If you had the water soluble or the powder isolate.
That's what I did.
That is that what you use?
That's what I used. Yeah. So I use the isolate in the mix, in the empanada mix, and then the tincture.
And the tincture. Okay.
For the salsa.
Nice.
Now these I made them for vegetarian option. So these I have zucchini, mushrooms, onions, spinach, Colombian cheese, fried cheese, and a little bit of the mashed potato mix, which is what I medicated originally, was the mashed potatoes. So that's how I cross-utilized it. And same thing, it's the same salsa made with love.
So would you feel anything after eating one of the...
Well, see, the thing is that with CBD, you're not getting a feeling, an afterward feeling. You don't. I always tell people, you feel the effects is when you stop taking it.
That is so
Once you
true.
stop taking CBD is when you realize, whoa.
But you feel with CBD, you can feel a sense of relaxation. You do have, if you have anxiety, I have anxiety, because we're just working almost 24/7.
Because of this one over here.
Working. She's my boss too, so it's like there's anxiety there. No, but I know that I would feel a difference.
Yes.
By taking that, because I'm on CBD and how, I'll share something I haven't shared before. I have which is no big deal. I have a thyroid issue. I've been taking thyroid pills for years.
No, it's a big issue.
I've been taking a product for over a year, but on a more regular basis in the last 6 months. I have not had to take my pill in almost 4 months.
Doesn't that feel awesome?
That's awesome.
My symptoms from having a thyroid issue, I'm telling you, it's completely gone. I'm so amazed every day that I can wake up and I don't have to go take my pill or go worry about reordering my prescription. I take my CBD and it has helped me tremendously.
Yeah.
And about skin, same thing. I've had more wrinkles on my face than I do today, and I have known. I mean, I can't prove it, but all I know is that But I know it's working because it is oils, and it works from inside out, and it is helping the skin tone too. But I know I would feel good or feel better by eating.
Oh, of course. The relaxed feeling is, I guess if we would say a feeling would be that.
Right.
More calm. But that's what I'm all about. I love being calm, cool, and collective.
Yeah.
You gotta have a clear mind when you always do something.
Right.
It's so true.
And then with with it being tasting good, now that's not about it. That's not
well, we thank you.
Yeah, so we're gonna go around table. So Brian, just tell our viewers and audience and see how they
can reach you,
contact you and reach you if they wanted to,
Sure, thanks. So the business is Chum Slick Marketing Advantage. We help businesses enter Instagram, or businesses that already have Instagram pages kind of get to the next level and really integrate that into their marketing plan and grow sales. So I can be reached at 508-776-3978 or the website, which is chumslickadvantage.com.
Great, thank you.
Great.
And
Sheldon.
You can reach us on Instagram and Facebook at 420 Health and Wellness. We also have a hotline set up where you can know more about our events and this awesome infused cuisine that chef is going to cook for us. You can reach that hotline at 561-336-5741. And if you want to be in our group as far as receiving text messages, you can actually send the keyword, the dopest, DOPEST, to 474-747 through your text messaging, and you will get information on the events that we're hosting. And again, we're just looking to be able to set the standard and define the standard for canaculture. We're looking to be huge cannabis advocates on the hemp side and the marijuana side through education and through our events, through merchandise, through our media platforms. And we just look to connect with you, and we want you guys to come to our events and enjoy enjoy this
right.
amazing
Right.
cuisine.
And learn. And as
And
far
Chef
as
Milo, thank you
I
for
appreciate
being here.
it.
And how could they get a hold of
yeah, absolutely. Since we're talking about Instagram,
Yes.
I have Ask Chef Milo. So you got no accent involved, but yeah, if you have any questions,
great.
ask Chef Milo.
Well, we want to definitely take pictures of the food, and every time, and we have to let everybody know that Chef Milo is actually part of our show. So he's going to
on here every
once a month.
Once
Yes.
a month.
So
Yes,
we
the
are blessed.
Fourth Tuesday of every month.
Yeah, we're very blessed to have you part of our
Yes.
show.
I
And to
appreciate
know
it.
you.
Yeah, and to
Likewise.
know you, getting to know you more. Sheldon, great to have you.
Thank you.
I'm so
Great
glad I got to
meeting
meet you.
Glad.
Yes.
You're definitely coming back.
That's
Yes, definitely.
Promote. As your events come out, we'd love to have you back. So you keep promoting your
Thank you.
events.
Definitely.
Yes.
And Ryan.
No, because I asked him because Christina from Tin Roof always asking us to come to an event there, and I said,
Okay.
let's
You
partner
hear
up
that,
and do
Christina?
an event there.
Yeah.
We're coming, Christina.
All right. There goes advertising costs. I guess. So Ryan.
We'll do it on Instagram.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
take
just,
care of it.
we'll just have to cut that out.
And as always, thank you, Freddy,
Yeah.
for being here in the whole show.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
that's how we met
Yeah.
Chef Milo.
The Brooklyn,
through Freddy, through the Brooklyn Cafe show.
Yep.
Thank you, Don and Freddy, for hooking us up and having us here.
And we want to do a shout out to Phil. David's from philstockworld.com. He's not here today. He was due to scheduling.
Yes.
We love you. We thank you so much. If it wasn't for you, we probably wouldn't be where we're at this far
That's
in the
not true,
game.
Phil. We'd
Nah,
still
just,
be here.
just kidding. We'd still be here, Phil. No, but you
No,
play
you play a
you play a
big part
huge
in
role,
that.
and we missed you today. So we'll probably see you next week. So.
Yes.
Thanks.
So
All right.
signing off. So
Yeah.
if anyone's, all our products here, please go online, hempboca.com, and just if you have a question, please call us directly at 561-330-5655. And we're signing off today from Delray Beach at this beautiful, the Heart of Gallery in Delray Beach. Jean and
Really
Chris
nice.
saying goodbye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Experian Travel, a